Have you ever had a conversation that suddenly became awkwardly silent?
You know that moment when someone finishes talking and you don't know what to say next?
Yes, and the conversation just stops.
Well, today we're going to teach you a very powerful speaking skill.
A simple trick that helps you keep conversations flowing naturally.
It's called asking follow up questions.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast.
If you want to improve your English speaking skills and sound more natural in conversations, you're in the right place.
My name is Ryan,
And I'm Sophie.
and today we're talking about something very important for real conversations.
Yes, today's topic is asking follow up questions to keep conversations going.
So, Sophie, let's start with a simple question. What exactly is a follow up question?
Great question. A follow up question is a question you ask after someone says something to learn more about it.
Exactly. Instead of ending the conversation, you show interest and ask another question.
For example, imagine someone says, I went to Italy last summer.
Many learners just say, "Oh, nice," and the conversation ends.
But a follow up question keeps the conversation alive. You could ask, really? Which city did you visit?
Or you could say, "How long did you stay there?"
Or even, what was your favorite place in Italy?
See? Now the conversation continues naturally.
And the other person feels that you are really interested in what they are saying.
And that's the secret to good conversations in any language.
Ask simple follow up questions.
All right, Sophie, now let's talk about some real follow up questions people can use in everyday conversations.
Yes, and the good news is that these questions are very simple.
You don't need complicated grammar.
Exactly. Most follow up questions start with words like what, where, when, why, or how.
Let's imagine someone says, "I started a new job last week."
Instead of just saying, that's nice, you can ask, what kind of job is it?
Or, "Where are you working now?"
You could also ask, how do you like it so far?
See, now the conversation continues naturally.
Let's try another example. Someone says, I watched a really good movie yesterday.
Great. A follow up question could be, "Oh, really? What movie did you watch?"
Or, was it a comedy or an action movie?
You could also ask, "Would you recommend it?"
Now the other person has more to talk about.
Here's another common situation. Someone says, "I'm planning a trip next month."
Perfect chance for follow up questions. You could ask, where are you going?
Or, "How long will you stay there?"
And maybe, is it your first time visiting that place?
That question often leads to a longer story.
Yes, people love talking about their travel experiences.
Here's one more everyday situation. Someone says, "I started learning English last year."
Great. You could ask, why did you decide to learn English?
Or, "How do you practice your English?"
Another good question is it difficult for you?
Now the conversation becomes deeper.
Here's a small but powerful tip. When you ask follow up questions, try to sound curious and friendly.
Yes, your tone is very important.
If you sound interested, people will want to talk more.
And that's exactly how you keep conversations going. All right, Sophie, before we finish, let's do a quick practice.
Great idea. Practice helps people remember these questions better.
Okay, everyone, imagine someone tells you this: "I started going to the gym last month."
What follow up question could you ask?
You could ask, "Oh, nice. What kind of exercises do you do?"
Or you could ask, how often do you go to the gym?
Another simple one is, "Do you enjoy it so far?"
Let's try another situation. Someone says, I'm learning to cook.
Good one. You could ask, "What kind of food do you like to cook?"
Or, who taught you how to cook?
And maybe, "What is the first dish you learned?" Now, here is a very simple trick to remember follow-up questions.
Just remember three question words. What? why, and how.
These 3 words can keep almost any conversation going.
For example, what did you do? Why did you choose that? How was your experience?
Simple questions, but very powerful.
Now we have a small challenge for you.
Next time you talk to someone in English, try to ask at least 2 follow-up questions.
It could be with a friend, a teacher, or even a colleague.
And notice how the conversation becomes longer and more interesting.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's episode.
Today, we talked about asking follow-up questions to keep conversations going.
Remember, good conversations are not only about speaking.
They are also about showing interest and asking questions.
Thank you for listening.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.